to my channel. My name is Becca, and today I'm going to give you the hit list of the things to do in Door County, Wisconsin. So I have a list of 9 different categories, and every time I travel I like to try and do at least one thing from each of those categories. That way I feel like I have a really well-rounded trip, and I know that everyone I'm traveling with, we will at least do something that they enjoy on the trip. So the 9 categories are a typical tourist spot, food, drink, scenery, history, adventure, arts and culture, nightlife, and social media. And then I will also provide you with the biggest bust of our trip. Okay, category number 1 is the typical tourist spot of Door County. The place that we felt was most touristy, but we really enjoyed, was Sister Bay. I definitely recommend going to Sister Bay. There's a lot of stuff to do there, a lot of different restaurants, a lot of different shops, great scenery, a really pretty marina, and that felt like there was the most to do while you were in this city. So if you're looking for a very touristy area, Sister Bay is the place to go. Actually, a lot of the items on the rest of my list are in Sister Bay. So if you want the tourist spot of Door County, go to Sister Bay. So the second category is food. And if there was one place to go for food in Door County, I would say go to Wilson's. They are known for their ice cream. They have really cool, like old school burger joint vibes. We got a Chicago dog that was super good. My brother and I split a root beer float that was also very good. If you sit outside, you have a nice view of Ephraim and the bay in Ephraim, and so I would definitely recommend going to Wilson's. Okay, the third category is drink. And for the best drink in Door County, Wisconsin, I know there's breweries and wineries, but I would say head to Husby's Filling Station in Sister Bay. They have boozy slushies, and you can make them extra boozy. You basically go up, there's a wall of slushies, you get to pick what slushie you want, and then you can take it to go, sit on the patio. There's some outdoor dining, live music. It's very good, and I would highly suggest going there. If you're not really into a boozy slushie but still want a good drink, I would suggest going to a brewery. We went to Bridge Up North and One Barrel Brewing. So Bridge Up North is just south of Fish Creek, and then One Barrel Brewing is in Egg Harbor. And those breweries were awesome, very family friendly. They had lawn games, live music, super fun. So either Husby's Filling Station or a brewery. Fourth category is scenery, and this was actually something I had suggested to me, and I thought it seemed a little weird because you can see sunsets anywhere, but finding a sunset on the west side of the peninsula is actually something that's very popular. Egg Harbor actually has a really cute little hill. It's tiered, it has benches on each of the tiers, and people go there either to look at the marina or to watch a sunset. It was very busy, lots of people watching the sunset, and it ended up being really gorgeous. I was very happy we went there. So the fifth category is history, and this is one that's near and dear to my heart because I love history. I was a history major in college, and so I always try and find a great historical place to go, something where I can learn a little bit more about the history of where I'm traveling. And on the Door County Peninsula, I think the best place to do that is Cana Island Lighthouse. This was a super fun experience. Not only did you learn about some of the history of different lighthouses on the island, but it also has one of the best views. So really, I could have used this for the scenery category too. Has amazing views of the water, great views of the grounds that the lighthouse are on. It also is actually very fun and entertaining for kids, or I mean, I even enjoyed it, but kids would also especially have a fun time because you ride a tractor across between 2 bodies of water. There's like a row of rocks basically. You can walk across it. I was with my grandma, so we chose not to because she wasn't really up for that trek. But the tractor ride is free. You can ride behind a tractor across it. It'll bring you over there. And then if you actually want to go into the island and see the lighthouse and everything, you do have to pay $10. If not, my grandma chose not to because she was done with walking. She actually decided just to go into the tourist shop. There's a little video that tells a little bit more about the island and the history, and then you can shop in the little tourist area, or you can see the lighthouse from afar. So I would definitely recommend the Cana Island Lighthouse. Okay, sixth category is adventure. So in Door County, there are a lot of different like water excursions that people do. So kayaking was something that we had intended on doing, but because it was a little bit rougher weather that weekend, we weren't able to. The kayak company was actually really great and called us about an hour before we were supposed to go and said, you can go, but the weather is rough. You wouldn't actually be able to go in any of the caves at Cave Point Park, which is where we were going to go. So we opted out of kayaking and instead just went to Cave Point Park. I would highly recommend going to Cave Point Park if you want to hike a little bit, see some pretty views. People were cliff jumping, which was really fun to watch. I can imagine it'd be even more fun to do, but it was very cold that day and I did not feel like doing that. But yeah, Cave Point Park, I would definitely recommend. There were a lot of people there picnicking. They brought their dogs. So it's just a fun, family-friendly park that also has very pretty views and has some good hiking. The next category is arts and culture, and unfortunately during this trip we did not have a lot of time to explore that category, which normally I do try to do. But doorcounty.com has a great page that tells all the arts and culture opportunities they have. So there's a lot of different art galleries, different festivals, a lot of live performances, which I think were a little bit harder to come by just because, you know, it is still kind of the age of COVID. So I've made sure to put that link below so you can see that page that doorcounty.com has. It's a great reference. They have a lot of different ideas for anyone visiting Door County, so I think that would be a good place to start if you're looking at heading to Door County. All right, next category is nightlife. This is something that my family really enjoys doing. We like going out at night, having a good time. The young adults in our group all went out downtown Sister Bay. We did go to Husby's again. We did get a boozy slushie at the filling station again, but then we headed inside to the bar, which was poppin'. Let me tell you, that bar was so busy. Lots of bachelorette parties. We did take an Uber there, and it was, we did have to wait 20 or 25 minutes just because Ubers are far and few between. But I would definitely recommend downtown Sister Bay. There's some nightlife. There was a bowling alley across the street. Just driving throughout the peninsula too, we saw a lot of fun towny bars. They're just small bars tucked away in these, you know, country roads, and they looked like they were very busy every night. So I would suggest just finding a towny bar that has good reviews or going downtown Sister Bay. Okay, next category is social media. Everyone nowadays wants to find a good place to take a photo or a fun story to put on Instagram. And so for social media, if you want something that's a little bit different, I would recommend Al Johnson's. Super cute outdoor bar, get some cute pictures. Also, they have goats on the roof, eating the grass on the roof. So that would make for good Insta story. So I would recommend probably heading down to Al Johnson's, which again is in Sister Bay. Okay, so now that I've told you all the ideas that I have for Door County, I would like to tell you about the biggest bust of the trip. And really, it wasn't a bust because we did find a good golf course. We went to Maxwell and Braes, which was very fun. It was a nice golf course, you know, you got enough bang for your buck. We were hoping to golf at either Peninsula State Park or the Orchards at Egg Harbor. Both of those looked very nice. Peninsula State Park is supposed to have the best golf views, and the Orchards at Egg Harbor was a little bit spendier, but again, it looked very nice. Why it was a bust was because we could not find tee times. I looked a week in advance before even heading over to Door County. Seems like everyone picked up golf in the middle of COVID because there was nothing else to do, and so tee times book up. I would suggest, if you have a place in mind, if you are wanting a very specific tee time that's maybe not on like an off time, look 10 plus days in advance. I would really, really recommend that. If golf is important for your family and you guys are really looking to golf there, book them as soon as you know you're going to be golfing. Okay, I think that is it for everything I wanted to tell you guys. I think it's super valuable to try and do something from each of those categories, just because, you know, for example, arts and culture is not necessarily super high on my list when I travel. And after I do something that really reflects the culture, of the place I'm traveling to, I'm always very happy I did it because it's not necessarily something I would have thought of doing. So again, I'd suggest researching the best things to do in each of those categories, and then trying to have just a really well-rounded trip as you go on your next vacation. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to put out new videos every Monday. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a blessed rest of the day. Bye.